ladies and gentlemen. Episode 264, July 6, 2025. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a National Happy Shark Week Day. Once a great white reaches 2.5 meters, just over 8 feet long, it will only eat sea mammals, making the switch from a diet of mostly small fish. So once they reach 8 feet, fish are safe from great whites.
Wow. Interesting.
You know that, did you?
No, I didn't. Is that like the girls' version of like a 6-foot man?
Elaborate, please.
Well, most girls like guys that are 6 feet or taller. So a lot of guys have to say they're taller to attract the female they might be interested in.
Wait, is it like a roller coaster ride where you have to be this tall to eat sea mammals?
Yeah.
There's like a bouncer, great white, that just sits outside where the sea lions and the seals sitting there like, nope. Hit the tape measure, pal. I don't know. Okay. I was fully prepared to come on here and stick to the plan. I'm AK. J-Vi's here. Butch P's here. Let's go. Fully prepared to stick to the plan of like waving the flag, doing the American flag stuff. But again, why on the 4th of July weekend? Why do all of my teams lose in the finals? This is like torture. Since '94, I've seen my teams lose like 15 times in the finals. It's a complete joke. USA loses to Mexico. I don't care that it was the B team. I don't care about Alexi Lawless wearing a cowboy hat. We got to win that game.
Hey, I mean, I like to say the strongest soldiers get the most battles. And that's what we're battle tested right now because, like you said, our teams keep making it and we keep losing. So eventually we're going to break through. I don't know when that time will be, but I didn't watch very much of the game, but what I did watch of it, we just got dominated. I mean, they had control. After the first 4 minutes when we scored, they had control of the game.
It was literally like it was like a team that goes on the road and then a smaller school goes on the road and gets the lead, and then they just kind of like, oh, we got the lead. Let's run the football. Let's just run the football and try not to give up anything deep. And we just got knifed to death over and over and over again. But BWC Deals, what's up? Sounds like a Snapple cap, and he says dad bods. Sharks, yes. Sharks are the epitome of dad bods. Great whites. Also, B. McCormick's here. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you're listening to this, we're gonna have slides. We got people that chime in during the comments. We film in front of a live studio audience. Packed house tonight. It's gonna be phenomenal. We got a lot to talk about. I'm really mad about USA Soccer. Again, I have my notes right here. Do we want to save it or we just want to get right into it? Because I want to do this. I'm at a crossroads right now. I want to yell at something, but at the same time, I also want to talk about everybody's 4th of July. Okay. Quickly. So which way do you guys want to go?
Let's wait to talk about 4th of July. We're already talking about soccer.
Okay. So let me do this. Let me skip my slides real quick. Okay, here we go. We're right on it. USA loses, Mexico wins. That's their second one in a row. El Tri has won 10 championships, the most in tournament history. And can we say this? Tune up for the World Cup, of course. But number 2,
handball.
Gold Cup rigged. Gold Cup rigged.
Yeah, I mean that's the handball.
That's in the box. I mean, the dude is breakdancing on the soccer ball.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
He's administering CPR on the field to the soccer ball right there. All he has to do is lay his lips right on that thing, and he's doing the staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
I'm gonna
30-2.
Dude.
I'm gonna football our soccer here and say that's why this guy's wearing white gloves. White ball, white gloves. Ref can't see it.
Fingerless gloves. Aren't they supposed to review this?
I'm not well versed in soccer enough to know what can be reviewed and what can't be reviewed, but it seems like everything gets reviewed. So
You're our soccer expert.
Yeah. Wow.
If this were the Kansas City Chiefs, they would shut down the entire FIFA. It would be over.
Yeah.
It would cease to
Yeah,
exist.
where's the laundry right now? I mean, didn't somebody throw a flag right here?
Yeah.
Where's the? We need a challenge flag.
It's honestly it could potentially have been a red card if
Right.
they said that it was
Intentional.
intentional.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
So we need a red flag to throw at the red card. You can't. I mean, a Gold Cup's on the line right now, and we got yahoos who don't know what a handball is in the box.
Is this like the burger and the chicken touching on the grill though?
Mm.
No, this guy is hitting the Heisman pose on the football right now.
Where's the angle though?
This, dude, this is like the.
But you're kind of tripping me out right now because I see striped up yard and then like a batting image every now and then just kind of blur through.
He's like the Grim
yeah.
Reaper.
That's me, like being the Undertaker or something coming out of the box here.
I can't believe. Here's what else I had written down.
There you go.
I don't know what Mexico's normal black uniforms are, but going all black, usually that works the opposite for teams trying to close the deal. The 49ers have shown up in all black in like 3 straight Super Bowls, and they've lost every single one of them.
49ers don't wear black.
What the players show up in all, like Deebo Samuel used to, Trent Williams, they all showed up in all black for the Super Bowl, and then they blew it late, of course.
Hey,
and
I heard it's got off to a quick start in Washington.
Deebo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deebo and Daniels.
Yep.
Woo.
Debo's looking thick, 2 C's. I also wrote down pregame jackets for the USA were filth. Soccer hairstyles are easily the best hairstyles in sports. Not really up for debate. I don't
They're
think.
European.
I mean, it's just every single one of them had a different haircut, and it was like all of them were like, "Wow, that's a nice haircut."
Dude, have you ever seen the FS1 guys' haircuts?
Like what do you mean?
Like the IndyCar guys.
Oh, no, you mean the F1?
F1s, yeah. I just yelled out Fox Sports. My bad.
It was whatever that thing is. They also had a goal after the offside. That's the one that gave them the lead. So we had the handball called back, and then they gave them a goal that was ruled offside. So that's a two-goal swing. As far as I'm concerned, we won.
Yeah.
If the refs weren't so involved. And then Alexi Lawless had a cowboy hat on. Like, those are my soccer notes.
Well, Lexi Lawless, fan of the show. Yeah. Redheads think alike.
He was
he played for the 96 team.
Yeah.
Or 92 team.
Oh, see the commentator guy?
Yeah, the redhead.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. All right.
That's all my notes I had. I do have to say that the crowd was electric. They got to stop shooting fireworks off inside.
Just smoky.
Like, this gave me. Well, remember in Mexico, whenever the Rams was it the 49ers that played the Chiefs, or the Rams played the Chiefs, and they shot off those fireworks, and it looked like they were in the movie The Fog with Liam Neeson's for the entire game.
Yeah.
So I don't. But the crowd was electric. My wife did come in and she goes, "You're watching soccer now?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" This is
Big soccer fan. I
was like, "The USA's playing. Of course I'm going to watch it." And then they lost, and I had to go in there and be like, and I had to go back in there and be like, they lost again. And she goes, "Don't your teams always lose?" I'm like, "Yep." App State lost to Penn State and Tennessee. App State blows it against Georgia Southern every year. Niners losing the Super Bowl. Rangers losing the Stanley Cup. Like, every team I root for in the fight. Am I the curse? Is the question.
Maybe you shouldn't watch.
We've been telling you that for years.
Did you have sausage dip?
Dude, text with his. Hold on. Tex has got the mole sunglasses on from Atlantis.
Dude, holy stash.
Dude, look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. B. McCormick says,
how do those things cover your eyes?
You're muted.
Is he muted? We can't hear you, Tex.
He couldn't see the plug in the computer.
He can't. B. McCormick says App State over 5.5 wins, easiest winner. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark that down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Put it on the board.
Yeah, that's just money on the floor, as they like to say.
Speaking of wearing cowboy hats, how about old Dixie Diamonds over there wearing cowboy hats?
Wait, what?
Diamond Dixie?
Diamond Dixie. Dang
Yes. Well, we had the concert last night, and
the chicks?
the two ladies that were singing, their band name was Diamond Dixie. We did a little meet and greet. We got to meet them, hang out.
Oh, yeah?
Kids took pictures with them. It was awesome.
No idea who they are, but I guess that was awesome.
We didn't either till yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tex, thoughts on this handball that didn't get called for Mexico?
Like for me,
Rigged.
my thoughts are it should never be this close between us and Mexico. That's my thoughts. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know. Some are saying they had their A team and we had our B team. So
yeah. Where was Luna tonight?
I don't know. I did see a stat that he was like, didn't touch the ball, 0 dribbles. He should get a medal too for Mexico because he was our worst player. Also, we've lost to Canada in hockey and Mexico in soccer. We got to start some sort of football Olympics to get we got to do something here.
We're getting surrounded.
We got to do something. Can we? I mean, USA's lost the hockey to Canada, and we've lost in our northern and southern borders here.
Super Bowl team versus the Grey Cup team.
Yes. And you can even have Mexico send people over too. You can form a Super Canadian Mexico football team, and then we'll send our best guys, and then we'll win the football CONCACAF Cup, the football Four Nations CONCACAF Super Bowl football trophy. Okay. Anything else on the Mexico USA game?
No.
Are we excited about the World
now.
Cup?
It's hard to be excited about the World Cup when it's a few years out and you don't know who's going to be on the team.
True.
You know how many of these guys are going to make the team? Now, some of those guys were our A-team guys. I mean, Tyler Adams, he was our captain during the last World Cup. So, some of these guys are our A guys, but we didn't have
can fly.
Yeah, we didn't have the big name guys playing.
Tillman can absolutely fly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a quick 4th of July recap. First of all, Back It Up Terry had his own float in the 4th of July parade.
Yes,
Dude.
I saw this.
Did you see this?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Dude, you can't they took that moment and turned it into exactly what they should have and exactly what they deserve.
That's
a viral moment, and now he's a hometown and probably national celebrity. And yes, make yourself a float, Terry. Make yourself a float.
I just wish they would have had him backwards.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. Actually, put him in reverse.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, they should have drove the truck in reverse. They should have backed that whole trailer down the parade in reverse.
That would have been miserable.
That would have been miserable. Would have been awesome. Yes. I love how the sign says "Back It Up, Terry and family." That's great. His whole family was. I love that. Like, we're not making fun. It's great. I love it. All right. Secondly,
Did they have smoke?
Edge sent me this picture. I was laughing so hard.
My son was getting some squats in.
Okay. So Edge sends me a picture about middle of the day on the 4th of July. Or no, it was like mid-morning or something. And it's a picture of a squat rack that's all the way down lower to like bench press height, where the bar is loaded up with every weight in the basement gym.
Right.
Edge, please elaborate, and then J-Bye, you can have your time.
So what you don't see in the picture is also the Peloton. And, I've been over to J.U.Y.S house quite a few times. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I know what he did. And I asked his wife first. I said, did he really just load up the barbell because we came over here just to make it like he's been pushing weights? And she goes, she didn't say yes or no. She said, that hasn't been on there that long, and she walked away.
I'm talking. How much is on there? There's got to be like 250.
It's a 45, a 35, a 25,
A 10 and
15,
a 5.
a 15, and a 10, I think.
Wait, a 45, a 35. So you got 225
No.
and a 25.
It's like one of each weight.
Okay, so
So like a 45, a 35, a 25.
So it's like 300 pounds.
Yeah,
just about.
probably.
Okay.
Well,
Regardless, though,
the truth of the matter was
the height of it. The height of it is like he was doing drugs.
300, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
or he was bitching.
They asked me about it. The first thing I said was like, my son was squatting. You know, he's going to be a D1 athlete. He's got no choice. We're going to make it happen. But the truth of the matter is I was trying to clean the garage out, and those things are just like have been laying on the floor, except for like,
come on.
And I picked them up to be able to sweep out and blow out that area, and I just didn't take them off.
That's for one, kudos, great excuse, but I'm not buying that, dude. I know you. I've known you for too long. I've known you for way too long.
If I would have wanted to make it look like I was actually lifting that, then I would have at least put them on correctly.
I don't believe you.
Why would I put the 45 on second to last?
Because you're probably doing drop sets. You're probably like, oh, I warmed up, and then I hit some drop sets.
Get the heaviest one off first.
He was really working out with the 10s and the 5s zone, and he just like, well, I can't let all the guys see this.
Look at all the dust on these.
Yeah, look at what's
35s.
it's, dude. Lightweight, a lot of reps. That's the way to go. Build stamina.
You can achieve hypertrophy through just loading. You just got to get within 3 to 5 reps of failure. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Hey, look at Danny, bro. He's new. He said, I, for one, think Team USA did a really good job. And he said, that's right.
I think so, too.
First comment is coming from a good timer. Okay, Danny, bro. Danny, bro, thoughts on the handball that wasn't called? Gold Cup rigged. Okay, boys. Here's a second story from 4th of July. I was sitting there fishing on Thursday night. Went out there, threw some lines in the water. And all of a sudden I hear courtesy of the red, white, and blue, which I probably haven't listened to in forever. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And I looked down at my watch and I turned to the guy next to me and I'm like, holy shit, it's midnight. I mean, the ghost of Toby Keith raining down. As soon as the clock strikes midnight, Toby Keith, courtesy of the red, white, and blue, comes on. I was like, man, you can't draw that up, dude. You can't draw that up.
It's great. It's great timing.
I mean, I thought that was he's watching. He's watching over everybody.
Somebody was thinking whoever put that on the playlist.
Dude, I don't know how Pandora works, but that was.
I'm sure they had that timed out. The scheduled tweet, the scheduled post.
Yeah, it had to be. So shout out Toby Keith.
But truly appropriate. Pretty cool that somebody was thinking about that.
It's just like, whoa. Because you start seeing like, hey, we'll put a boot in your ass. Unless we're playing soccer or hockey.
American way.
Yeah, unless we're hockey or soccer, then we won't put it. We'll just put a boot in our own ass. But anyways, did we do all these 1 through 5 things you need to do before your 4th of July party? We get a workout in? Yes. Did we get near some water?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we make sure we had enough beer for the entire town and was iced down?
Yes.
No.
Did we have side dishes?
Yes.
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 Okay. Yes. Did we make sure that the propane tanks were full?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I always have 2 on the backup.
2?
So
Yeah.
Hand up. I failed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Here's
It's
what
on
happened.
the list.
Here's what happened.
Oh my gosh.
I cooked every burger in the house and every hot dog in the house that we had. That part of the cooking went great when everybody was here. What I didn't plan for was cooking a second meal for our doing pizzas. So we started getting all the pizza stuff ready and out. I get the wood put into the fire oven, my lighter was out of fuel, so I couldn't light the wood. I couldn't light anything.
Oh no!
So the number one rule: make sure all gas is in what needs to be filled up. I didn't do, so I didn't get to make the pizzas.
We made the list.
I know. I failed.
You should have gone home right there and checked immediately. So, but okay.
It still is an epic 4th of July party, though. Even though you did bomb the pizza, it was.
We did have a pretty good party, and I was gonna save this for Hang the Banner, but I feel like I have to tell it now.
Go ahead.
Because it was a 2-day bender. I mean, it was a 2-day deal because we had the parade, the party, fireworks on one day, then we had the concert the next day. Well, the parade's the first thing in the morning. Yeah, it starts at 9:00. Edge and Quags and a couple other people came over, and we went up to the parade. We're sitting there waiting, have a few pops already. The parade comes by. The second golf cart with people come by. It's the Boy Scouts. So it's 8, 9, 10-year-olds. It's the Boy Scouts. And the first kid, the Boy Scouts, turns and looks at Edge and goes, "Go University of South Carolina Gamecocks." And Edge gave him the double look. He goes, "What'd you say to me, boy?"
It's not at all how it went, by the way.
I thought we were gonna get thrown out of the parade. I was dying.
Was the knife hand? Was the knife hand up?
Yes.
Where's guns pointed? Okay.
Full knife hand. So college football rivalries are back.
I don't remember that's how it went at all, but anyways.
College football. Hey, speaking of college football, NCAA 26. Happy NCAA 26 Eve. Everybody who celebrates.
Oh, it's coming out tomorrow?
I think it comes out tomorrow. Hey, Danny Bro said, I did hear something about that handball was being reviewed when everybody was still playing. I don't know how they didn't call it, dude. I got a picture of it. It's clear as day. He said, speaking of which, I'm just going to say that I know it's soccer. That's the only sport this stream is about, but the cup wasn't the only thing I was keeping up with this whole arc from Flag Day on. Oh, yeah, dude. We have a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be keeping up. And, yeah, I'm glad you had a nice – hey, thanks for joining us, Danny Bro. Oh, Danny Bro. What was that? That song's awesome.
Danny Boy.
Danny Bro. Danny Boy.
It's Danny Boy.
Yes.
Old Danny
your
Boy.
dad used to love that song, dude.
That's the song.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to talk some tennis briefly.
I think it's the Irish Tenors, isn't it? Somebody like that.
Chumbawamba?
Oh,
Yeah.
Danny Boy.
No.
the Chumbawamba
I get knocked
song.
down, I get back up again.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
I
not
get
that song.
knocked out.
Get back up again.
You're never
Never
gonna
gonna
get.
Yeah.
All right.
I get okay.
You drink
Yeah.
a cider drink, you drink a lager drink.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There we go.
You always remind me of the best times. You always
Yeah,
remind.
about the other winter times. Oh,
There it
okay,
is.
all right. There it is. Oh, okay.
I don't
we're
think
gonna
that's what it says there.
No, probably not at all. We already talked USA. We're going to briefly talk tennis. I found a bracket, and then we're going to talk. There's only a few points of tennis that I want to talk about because it's still going on. And then we're going to talk John Deere Classic, and then we got some other little debates we're going to do. And then what was it? Hang the banners? Yeah, hang the banners today. So let's hit the Salute Your Sports music. Okay, Salute Your Sports. Tex, how was your 4th of July? We didn't even ask you.
It was good. We grilled out, did some 4-wheeler riding, and that was about it. I brought some stuff, guns, but nobody's really interested in doing that. So,
What?
oh yeah,
Wait a minute.
Oh, there
What?
then.
Saw the epic dive board launch. That was a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
that was awesome.
Was throwing my kids at the end, off the diving board into the pool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
from the
Perfect.
deep end to the
Perfect,
shallow
the
end.
perfect cannonball. Yep.
He is the perfect cannonball for sure.
Speaking of which, that you saying cannonball reminded me of this. Today I went to the pool with my daughter. We were swimming, and it really wasn't that crowded. But this older fella, I would say he's probably our parents' age, stands up and yells "Cannonball!"
Nice.
And he jumped in, but he did the one leg can opener. I'm like,
no.
you can't call cannonball and do a can opener.
Maybe he's got a bum knee. Can't bend it all the way.
He couldn't grab both knees. So
Yeah.
He didn't have enough air to grab both
Are
knees.
you talking about me?
That's okay. He when he goes off the end of his pier, he just runs straight off. He doesn't even jump anymore.
Nope. I
Too
don't.
worried
I
about blowing
don't.
his
You're right,
hammies.
buddy. I saw that video of me skating whenever I thought I was flying around the rink, and I looked.
You are still.
I look
Do
stiffer than
some
I
agility
look
drills,
stiffer than a
man.
three-finger
Get back on the
Johnny
speed ladder.
Red Meat. What?
So get back on the speed ladder. Get some agility back.
Brother, have you seen the L drill lately?
Hey, dude, don't root for Mexico up in here. Butch, how was your fourth?
Fantastic, man. Got a lot of stuff
go.
done around the house.
Hey, that's what I'm talking. Did you do any fireworks?
No, I saw some though.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, it's like a boat, man. Fireworks.
I
Best
actually saw
fireworks
your
to
uncle
see are your buddies.
this weekend. Dutch.
You know? Huh?
I actually saw your uncle and your cousin this weekend.
You did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Did you say hello to him?
I did talk to him for a little while.
All right. Well, good.
They've
been good to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
we watched the fireworks from the boat. We spent so much time swimming and doing tubing and all that stuff. It was awesome. Caught a lot of catfish too. That was good.
Dude,
Fireworks on the
keep any?
boat. No, we didn't keep any this time.
Kitchen.
Could have. They were good size though. Channel cats. Yep. But Danny Bro says, yeah, those 5 things are quite ideal for my next occasion. Hey, look, that screenshot it, Danny Bro. Screenshot it. We're trying to help people.
We're here to help your next party for sure.
Finally found a bracket we can read from for Wimbledon, and then we got the John Deere Classic. We talked about that. Then we're going to talk some football after that. So we talked. Here you go, Danny Bro. Here's the picture. Completely on the ball. No question. Oh, shout out Joey Chestnut. 70.5 hot dogs, wins his 17th Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. I can't watch this. As much as I want to be like, this is awesome, I can't do it.
Wait, they brought him back?
Yeah.
Was
he
there
came out of
prop
retirement.
bets? Was
What'd
there
you say,
prop bets on this? You think that he bets on himself?
I think the over-under was 70.5. Like, there's no way.
Cool. He's got to throw up after this.
And then some dude, Eric Badlands Bookers, drank the most lemonade in however many it was. Drank like a gallon of lemonade.
How much sodium does he digest in this sitting?
I don't know. He's thin, so I don't like. He's got to like starve and fast before he does this.
Well, that doesn't make a hill of beans.
Does he?
Of
Does
course
he
not.
puke
It's a
it
hot
back
dog
up
eating
after he gets
contest,
done?
Butch.
But
Of course, it doesn't make a hill of beans.
Yeah.
Are they vegan dogs?
I don't know. It's gross, dude. I had it on. I was like, they're just like dripping hot dog juice and wet hot dog buns all over themselves.
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh, so gross. Okay, so let's talk Wimbledon. Iga Swiatek shares a photo of her favorite meal after she won, and I forget if she's. Hold on, let me check. I'll pull up the bracket here in a minute. Let me get to the women's. I think she's still in it. Damn it! I had women's doubles.
Pasta and strawberries.
While you're catching up, there's between 28,000 and 63,000 milligrams of sodium in 71 hot dogs, depending on the type of dog.
How do your kidneys not shut down?
Don't know.
I bet he's got kidney stones. He's got burn ends. He's peeing out hot dog burn ends. Iga Swiatek said that this was her. Go ahead, Butch.
Kidney stones, calcium, isn't it? calcium
Yes.
deposits.
Yes.
So sodium be blood pressure. I bet it's skyrocket out the roof.
Oh, after he eats all those
Main
dogs.
cation in your blood system.
I bet. Well, I'm sure he's closely monitored. But this.
Hey, he better been around some water. The saying, where sodium goes, water flows.
That's why he dunks them all in water. He probably chugs that hot dog juice after he gets done. That's gross.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's still gross, man. I couldn't do it ever.
Iga Swiatek is the number 8 seed in the women's singles. And she said that after she won her latest match en route to the Sweet 16, her favorite meal was strawberries and pasta. Would you eat this?
No.
I don't know. I might. If it was plain pasta, they're like little dumplings. It's like almost like a cobbler.
Is it homemade pasta? Only
Is that cheese in there too, or what?
No, it's probably cream.
Good.
Think she puts sugar on those strawberries?
I bet you there's cream in there, and I bet you that they look like the Velveeta shells, don't they?
Yeah.
I bet you she heats up a bowl of Velveeta shells, ditches the cheese, and let me get some strawberries and cream in here.
What flag is that?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't even know where Oklahoma is, dude. You think I'm gonna know where that flag is? What were you about to say, Edge?
Texas, is that France's flag?
No.
Oh, is that a transition to tennis?
Isn't that like Chichi or something like that?
I have no clue what it is. Anyways,
What?
Take those shades off, dude. You can't.
I can't see the screen. they're so polarized. I can't see the screen.
What is Chechi?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what? Chechi?
It doesn't matter if you can see the flag or not. What is Chechi? Never even heard of a country called Chechi.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, that's what whatever.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
Look,
That's not a
we've
Czech
all
Republic.
been
I don't know what that is.
we've all been broke in college and mixed a lot of crazy stuff with some ramen noodles, but never once did I think about putting a strawberry in noodles.
Buddy.
Gotta be so it looks like it might be. I could see that being okay.
I would try this.
Strawberries and cream, like strawberries cream over pasta. Yeah,
I would try that.
Okay.
I would try it. That spoon. What is it? What kind of fork or spoon is she eating with? That thing's freaking Big Bertha over there. Look at that thing.
She did.
Golly. Look at that.
It looks like
It looks like a torpedo bat.
your kid's dolls bowl that they have with their play set and a real spoon.
Oh, Wimbledon. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Next Wimbledon note. This Wimbledon just flashed a graphic showing how low Sabalenka's grunt is. And I don't know if this is real or not, but it says decibel reader, a lion's roar.
Wow.
Sabalenka.
It's a Polish dish, so that's Poland's flag.
Okay, there you go.
Sweet strawberry pasta with cream.
Isn't
Polish.
that's like Buddy? She went Buddy the Elf on us.
Polish strawberry pasta with cream recipe. Yeah, if you just Google it, it all comes. Polish.
I will try it.
So
Well,
it's not a new thing.
Poland's flag is just red and white. Is that
Yeah.
got blue on the top?
No, it's red and white. That's red and white.
Oh,
It's
I
red,
thought
white,
it-
and black. The black's at the top.
No, I think it's just a
No.
space on it.
It is talk.
I'm over here Googling red, white, and black flags.
That would be Iraq.
Dude, yeah. Let's not go there, J.Vi. Jeez Louise. And then this chick, Sabalenka, they said her grunt was louder than a car horn and a motorcycle.
Is that a Harley?
Dude, that's South Park. Love that show. But anyways, this chick's really good. I was watching her match earlier today. She's good. She's the number 1 seed. I find it weird they don't have their flags.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah, you think she's good. She's number 1 seed.
Look at all that foam.
look, this I saw this on TV and I was like, look at there's a whole pitcher of foam. So Pim's, I guess, is some
know a
huge
guy.
bar at Wimbledon, and they fill their beer up with half foam on their pitchers.
Yeah.
It's probably $30.
I was
too.
thinking about him too. Where's
Yeah, right. I'm like, Are we about to get canceled here for criticizing how they fill these pictures up?
Well, first of all, we need to criticize what camera this was taken with because, like,
That's
the red color is terrible. I mean, it's red's all over the place.
It flashed up, and I was like, "What are they going to do with all that foam?" That's why I took a picture of it. You got 3 pitchers here, half full of foam, half beer, and then one that's completely full of foam. So I don't know if this is something they actually do or what. I don't know. It's
They probably just pour it until it reaches the top, and the foam all just
make a beer float.
Yeah.
I do have to admit they were just rolling those things out whenever they were in the. I mean, they were handing those buddies out like it was going. They were going out of style.
Maybe it's
So
the end of the keg.
maybe Pims. We have to do some more research on.
Maybe
Pims.
they're keeping their kegs in bath water, trying to keep it cold.
Yeah.
Hey, who's been there? Do we want to pull up the brackets and there you go. There's Bima. Maybe Phil Bull's employee there. He drinks the foam for everyone. He's the official Wimbledon foam tester.
Phil boy.
Okay. Let me pull up this. Let's pull this up so we can see what's going on actually here. Real quick. We don't have to go into great detail. I just want to show everybody that look, what is this? Get out of
It's
here.
not even beer.
It's not?
It's gin based. It's like a gin based fruit liqueur.
So wait a minute. That's not beer?
No.
Apparently not.
Well, that's outrageous. Okay, for the women's, Sabalenka and Siegmund, we got an American lady in there. She's in the Elite Eight, Anisimova versus Pavlyuchenkova. There you go. And then we got a chance to get another American woman in there.
Navarro. Love that.
Let's go. Right?
Yeah.
So we got 2 chances for the women's to get in the Elite Eight, and maybe then we can win a national tournament. That would be great. And then for the men's,
We got one at least, right?
we need at least one.
I think we have one.
We have Fritz is in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Fritz is who I was thinking of.
He's the Elite Eight, and then Alcaraz won, and then the Nori guy is going to play Alcaraz. That should be a fun match. I was watching them. And then we got Ben Shelton. Him and his girlfriend are taking over the internet right now. So he'll play the winner of Sinner and Dimitrov.
What do him and his girlfriend do?
I don't know. It's Rodman. I don't know if it's Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Yeah, yes.
She was like,
maybe that's
League
who I was thinking about.
hardcore. And they're like America's next sweetest couple. So watch out, Simone Biles and whoever she's dating.
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens, there you go. Yep. Who had 10 strikeouts today and lost 1-0. So
like
bad.
5 innings, right?
Yeah. So let's go Fritz. Let's go Shelton. Let's go Navarro. And let's go.
Hey, we played in a game like that.
Yeah, we did. You're right. And whoever the other lady was, Anisimova. There we go. That's our 4. That's who we need. All right, I don't have to do that anymore. That's tennis talk. Strawberries and cream.
3 minutes of tennis.
3 minutes of tennis. Next, we're going to do the John Deere. Quickly. Everybody ready to talk some golf? We don't have to hit any music because we're going to.
Okay.
We don't have to hit any music. Let me get this on the screen here. There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time this year, Brian Campbell is the 6th multiple winner this season. This is his second one he's won. He won the Mexico Open. In your face, Mexico. We won your tournament.
He can only win tournaments that are green based.
Facts. Good point.
Masters next.
He's even consideration for the Ryder Cup. He won the playoff against Emiliano Grillo, who completely butchered the 18th. Completely butchered it.
Maybe that's why the U.S. lost, because we already used our playoff win earlier in the day.
Because Griot's Argentinian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we got one win. He's one of the shortest driving players on tour. He's only averaging 276 off the tee. What does that mean for us? It means proximity on approaches inside 100 yards. That's what he leads the tour in. Short game. Short kings are back.
Short king.
It was a big win for Tex.
Back. Texas wedge. Work
We've
on your
always been
wedges,
back.
folks. Butch, anything to add? Oh, wait, Butch left. I don't know where he went. Anything to add on Brian Campbell's win, guys?
The shootout, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were. I mean,
Not
at
only
one
was it a
point-
shootout, but he went back in the clubhouse, sat down, and drank a beer before he went out. And there, everybody was just straight hating on him, like he should be on the range getting loose and like hitting balls and stay
I like
consistent.
that. I like that better.
He went straight to the clubhouse. And afterwards, the reporter was like, "Can you give us what was going on in your mind while you were sitting in the clubhouse?" He's like, "Look, everybody's grinding. We were grinding all week. It's hot out here. We're all sweaty. I just wanted to chill out, get my mind right, and go back out there and dominate." And I did. And I was like, "Let's go."
Dude, let's go. Did you see the time whenever there was two Clemson guys leading?
Yes.
Glover was up there, and then who was it? Ridgman.
Been telling you for months. Bet on Glover.
You know what he did? He did a football halftime. Went to the locker room, analyzed his game, made some adjustments, and then went out there and dominated the second half. Dude,
Ate
I
a
love
Snickers
that.
bar.
Football. Yeah, he footballs golf.
Love that.
That's why we're rooting for this guy.
Yeah.
Second win on tour. Only 6 people have done it so far. Davis Thompson loves the John Deere Classic. He was in the 60s in the last 7 rounds. He had the lead, but he blew it. Max Homa blew it. Tex, is this the sweetest trophy in golf, the John Deere Classic? Look at this thing. Look at this bad boy.
Slick. I prefer a cup.
Mm.
I still like a cup of some sort. But
Yeah, this
that's
is
a pretty
this
cool
is a
trophy.
cup one. This is just basically a slab of a log here.
That's a liquor luge.
Oh, I like that.
You could.
It looks like a shoe. You could put like a shoe on there or something.
Yeah, like the golden slipper.
Yeah. Or you could turn one of your shoes around and or you could get it fastened to get a replica and just wear them as moon boots. You know what I'm saying?
What were those
2 of 'em.
shoes that we used to buy that had like the big things to help you? It's like if you buy these shoes and jump, you'll be able to dunk a basketball.
I remember with the big fat platforms at your toes.
Yeah,
Just walk around on your toes all day long.
yeah.
What a scam, dude. What an absolute scam. That actually puts you at high risk for tearing your Achilles because you'd shorten the cord of your because you're walking on your toes.
Is that what happened? Everybody, wore those back in the day, and now they're suffering from calf strains and Achilles damage.
Whoa.
The lawsuits are coming, boys.
We got to get that tweet out. That's a brilliant idea. Did the jumping shoes. That's what everybody's blaming youth basketball. They're blaming load management. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the old platform jumpers.
So Brian Campbell wins it. I think he was 19 under, 18 under, something like that. It was hot up there, and it started raining today. Max Homa had the backwards hat going. Bogey-free rounds everywhere. David Lipsky had a chance to get in on the playoff there at the very end. And he choked because he missed a putt on 18 after he drove it into the schmutz. That's what happened to Griot. They missed the guys who missed the fairway on 18, they were trying to win or get in the playoff. Didn't work. Didn't work. Can't miss the fairway, boys. Can't miss it. All right. Anything else on the John Deere?
No. We get morning golf next week.
Yeah, Scottish Open, right?
Yeah.
Then the Open. Then it's truly football season. Currently watching baseball, and it's just 11-0, and it's just terrible. Also, shout out to the John Deere Classic because 2 years ago, a friendship was forged beyond our control, and the hashtag Hubbard was born. on the par 3 12th. Mark Hubbard, Club Hubs, chipped in or hold out from the green side bunker, and thus the hashtag Hubbard was born. Joel Damon said he would buy a shirt. We never made the shirts with this awesome design. Anybody who listens to the show that can make shirts for us, we would like to make the shirts because Joel Damon apparently wants one. Shout out Joel Damon. Because he said this today again. I tagged him in it. I said this 2 years ago, a friendship was forged. So we got to figure out a way to get one of those to Joel Damon. I don't know who we have to talk to and to Hubs. But that was awesome. Thor Bjornsson, Valimaki, Ekavaria, Glover, McCarthy. All these guys had fairly good. Thor Bjornsson was good. He blew up on a hole. He was 9 under today at one point, which was ridiculous. But nobody had Campbell, obviously. So, and the guys, 3 out of 6 made the cut. I got those right here. Springer made the cut. You're welcome. Higgs did not. Snedeker did, though. I don't know what you were thinking, dude.
I know.
Kuchar made the cut and finished top 5. Way to go, Tex. Glover made the top 5 edge, 16 under. Crow
an edge.
Crow missed the cut. In your face, Butch. And Mo missed the cut, Dylon. Way to go. Wow.
Ooh, Dylon. Doesn't know golf.
Notice he starts missing them when he gets down in the weeds with us.
I was getting ready to say, picks one guy below 7,000, can't get himself together. So 3 out of 6, though, not bad. I found this funny. I have a couple of other golf stories here. Joe Highsmith, he putts with his eyes closed.
Interesting.
Quote, any of the important putts I've ever had, my eyes were closed. Basically, Tex, you should mail him those sunglasses and just be like, here, wear these. You can't see anything anyways.
I mean, isn't the number one thing in golf making sure the club hits the ball?
Oh, I just go back to Ricky Bobby's dad, and he said that's you in the driving blindfolded with a damn cougar in the car. That's probably how he trains, Joe Highsmith. That's you in the car. That's you in the putter melded.
I love that hat, though.
Yeah.
That hat might be the best hat in golf.
Joel Damon wears one of those, too.
Double bill.
Double.
Football my golf, dude.
Hat, dude.
Football my golf. That's a football coach's hat. It's a football coach's hat, right?
I guess. Looks like a beekeeper's hat.
Looks checky.
Dude, that's what he needs to do.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? On July 4th morning, we did do some bee stuff. I went and collected honey.
I saw that. Everybody's like, we're out on the boat, we're in the yard, in the pool, hanging out.
We're out collecting honey, roasting in the sun.
You got your family out there in the all-whites Wimbledon tribute collecting honey.
He was having his 5-year COVID anniversary. Got the hazmat suits.
I
was out there telling people no more than 5 people at your cookout. No more than 5 people at your cookout. Everybody do your part. Get your vaccine.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Dude, why doesn't Joe Highsmith just wear a beekeeper's hat where he can't see when he putts? Just flip the visor down. Boom. We'll flip that. We'll send that out to him. Also, here's a fun question, golf question. What club would you use with $1 trillion on the line? You take one club to play 18 holes. If you break 100, you get $1 trillion. If not, you go blind.
Oh my God.
What club would you use? I'd have to say my 5-iron.
4. Yeah,
5-iron.
I was going to say hybrid.
You would. You can't drive your Prius to the course edge.
Of course you can. G.U.Y.S community, that's all they drive.
We did a thing with this guy called Speed Golf Rob, and he actually asked us all the same question. And he's a really good player. He shot 77 in 39 minutes. But he said that
it had to be 39 minutes, too.
He said that it would be the 3-wood. And he's like, well, how do you get out of sand? And then he did a video and showed how you got out of sand. He was hitting it left-handed to flip the base around so it's more like a wedge.
if the club breaks, do you get to replace it or no? Or is that part of it?
But I would probably use my 7. That's the club I like the most.
I'd use my 5
or my 8.
No way. Par 5, you'd be shooting 7s on those 8s easily. That's if you break 100, you get $1 trillion.
Yeah, but I wouldn't risk going blind.
Going blind, dude. You Stevie Wonder that thing?
I would not do that. I would not take that bet.
Also, shout out to these guys. This is the annual Forefathers Colonial Scramble. They all dress up.
Yes.
And they go play golf dressed up as the Forefathers.
That was awesome.
With the powdered wigs and the old 13th century suits or whatever the heck those things are. It's just incredible. I saw this, was laughing so hard. I was like, this is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So good. Another golf news. Auburn football program is having trouble recruiting. Some are blaming on its coach for playing too much golf.
Wow.
Hey. He's
Clemson
trying to
without
golf.
Yes, he's doing it the other way around.
He is.
He's golfing his football.
He's golfing his
do
football.
That. You have to football your golf.
Yes. Find a way
He's
that
wearing
you
the
can
wrong hat.
incorporate football into golf, not golf into football.
At least he's changed his hobbies when he's recruiting now.
Yes. Good point. Very good point. Is this the guy that coached from a hospital bed?
Yes.
Yes. You remember that when he was at Liberty?
Yeah.
Because
he had Corona, I think.
He must have said 13th century. He's probably laughed. You had your party on July 5th, guy.
Yeah.
LeBron James is into golf, guys.
Mm.
Can't wait for this. How whenever he shoots, he's 100%.
That's a YouTube move. That's a YouTube move.
Oh yeah, 100% going to be the guy.
That's because all the golf stories are coming out from Michael Jordan's day about how he used to play.
Oh,
and then
great point.
So now,
I don't know. This feels like a cry for, I'm about to get into the golf game.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. If they ever bring back the match between Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady, and it's going to be both of those two guys, and Jordan and LeBron.
Oh, my gosh, that's so good.
Calling it right now.
That is so good. He's never going to show a video of him of having a bad shot.
If you put Tom Brady and Michael Jordan on the same team,
I would love against Pat Mahomes and LeBron.
Oh,
let's go goat for goat. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Listen to the guys talking on the video. The biggest yes man you've ever. Oh, I'm sure that he hit that ball and it wouldn't matter where it would have gone. He's probably got Bugs Bunny back there in the van with a remote control golf ball flying that thing around, magnet underneath the green like in Space Jam.
How's this swing?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I don't really care.
Not great.
Not good. But it's amazing to me how unathletic people are whenever you put a club in their hands or a ball that's not their sport in a hand.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to I saw LeBron, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. Corey Perry, Brent Burns, LeBron James, only 3 active athletes left from the 2003 drafts.
Wow.
Dang.
That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
That means,
I think Burns is the only one without a championship.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Where did he just sign somewhere, too? He signed somewhere that's pretty good. Maybe Colorado. I don't know. But
that would be killer. The West is deadly in hockey.
Yeah.
All you got in the East is the Panthers.
I was going to say, they can be as deadly as they want, but the Florida Panthers brought everybody back. Okay. Are we ready for the Shambles Meter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shambles Meter real quick. I'm going to pull this down because there's 2 things on the Shambles Meter that we have to watch a video of.
You're correct. It's Colorado.
Ha-ha! Who knows puck, baby? Me. I know puck. Let's go ahead and Shambles Meter here. First pitches. But there was an honorary Shambles Meter. But first, we're going to do this one. Okay?
Okay.
First pitches. We've got to do some sort of course online where we can say, hey, do you need to throw a first pitch at a baseball game? Take this course. We will give you the 5-step process to throwing a strike because Alvin Kamara at the Cubs game, for whatever reason, threw the first pitch. Okay, we saw Joe Burrow blow it. We saw Taylor Lewan, who probably,
Oh, no.
gosh, absolutely
no.
10 feet from the mound.
Hey,
Is he from?
look at that mascot though.
That was a great play by the mascot.
Yeah.
They gave him a second chance. Okay, they give him a second chance.
That's
And he
okay.
throws it-
That's okay.
It's not
That's
bad,
okay.
but
It's
guys,
terrible.
if you know you're throwing the first pitch, throw some bullpens, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. So, any thoughts on first pitches?
Yeah, I don't understand how there's so many of them that are going haywire and not getting to the plate. Or like, I understand throwing from a mount is different than throwing on flat surfaces and stuff, but like you said, there's a pin underneath most of those stadiums that you resemble the pitching mound. Throw some from there.
Yeah, I mean I think Taylor Lewan did his on purpose because he knew it would create a viral moment.
Yeah.
Taylor Lewan was on purpose.
Yeah.
So, Joe Burrow, I don't know. You said that he might have gotten paid, but Kamara, but some of these other guys, I don't get it. How can you not throw a strike? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I
one.
don't understand the Chicago thing.
Yeah, me either. I was more confused about. Is he from Chicago?
I have no idea.
Or is that
He went to Tennessee.
Is that tampering?
Or I think he went to Alabama first and then transferred to
Yes,
Tennessee.
he did. No, was
So
that
I
Jahmyr
would venture to
Gibbs?
say he's from the South.
Yeah. Is that tampering though? Are they trying to get Caleb Williams more weapons? Second one, Shambles Meter. Edge or Tex, any thoughts on Kamara throwing a baseball like a complete
No,
jabroni?
he redeemed himself.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
That's still terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Okay. Also in the Shambles Meter, this hammerhead.
Yep, getting juked out like crazy.
Did you see this?
Yep, seen it.
No.
My kids
Look
had
at
to watch
this.
it like
He
50 times.
he hit him with the TJ Corman on the sidelines.
Yep.
Shout out TJ.
Whoa.
Chris Berman him, dude. That shark has no idea. Oh,
Wow.
oh, let's go. Look at it one more time. Yep.
That is awesome.
Oh, dude, hit him with the whoop-de-whoop.
Then where'd he go after that? Underneath the boat?
Hey, it looked like he went right under the boat, dude. Sucked up to the bottom of that bay boat right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He's like, yep. You got him.
Golly, put the okie doke on him.
Wow.
Woo! Football is
Yeah,
back.
he pulled back on the joystick there.
Hey, football my nature.
Yeah,
That's the
football
old
my
Madden
fishing.
95 move. When you hit the L1 and you went like 14 feet sideways.
The world's greatest jump cut.
That was something. So that shark shambles. Complete shambles.
Yeah. That shark's in shambles.
Bima said shark on the skates in a blender. Exactly. I mean, how do you break your ankles in water? You don't even have legs.
Yeah.
He broke his ankles.
He blew an ACL on that one.
Oh, you know what? Danny Bro said I may have meant what I said. Yeah, it's other sports from 4th and July 4th to 6/2. Silly me. Oh yeah, dude. We got it going on here. Okay. Back to the other Shambles Meter. Because that shark video freaking made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Okay. Back to the Shambles Meter at hand. Hang on. So we already showed you that we had the first pitch. Again, that's number 2 on the Shambles Meter, but you just saw the video. The honorable mention was the shark getting his ankles broke. Number 4 is the Browns QB room. Oh, actually, another honorable mention. Dak Prescott has shrunk an inch.
And the Cowboys turban got arrested.
Turpin. Devontae Turpin. Not Turpin.
My bad.
Tex, care to answer about Dak shrinking an inch?
Have his arms gotten longer?
Oh, I don't think so. He did have a picture where he
I wish they should have measured it. They should have measured it.
That's a
Have
great
his hands gotten
spin
bigger?
zone, though.
Have his hands gotten bigger?
Oh.
Probably.
Is he
He
dad bod
strikes
yet,
me. He strikes me as one of those guys who had skinny fingers as a kid, but has big old fat fingers as an old man.
Did a lot of working on the farm.
Yeah.
That'd be Brock Purdy, pal. That'd be Brock Purdy.
Do you think that how people like take their back hair, thigh hair, or something, and put it on their head to make sure they still have hair on their head? Is he taking inches from the top to give himself more arm length?
Yeah, that's right. If his arms are longer, he can throw the ball further. It makes sense to me.
Is he gonna have to get that surgery done where they put rods in your legs, make him taller, so you can see over the line?
Forrest Gump.
Those dudes are cowards, man. Those dudes are cowards.
I've seen that. They said it worked. I'm like, well, I would hope so. Otherwise, you look like a complete idiot. You have to get your arms lengthened too if you're going to do that, though.
Yep.
You can't be walking around long legs, short arms.
Yeah, a little alligator or
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Look like a kangaroo. T-Rex. Shout out Jurassic Park. That movie's out. Not a sponsor. Browns quarterback room. Myles Garrett reportedly wants Joe Flacco to be the starter for the Browns. Over Shedeur Sanders. Over Dylan Gabriel. Over Kenny Pickett with his gloves on. Are we shocked? Edge, are you shocked by this?
No.
We talked about this last time. We debated who would be quarterback. We settled on Flacco.
Oh, yeah, we did. You're right. Which is hilarious. Like the Browns.
DraftKings must listen to
They
the
had
show.
this guy. Why didn't they just keep him for 3 years?
Yeah.
Shambles Meter, regular bowling leagues. Okay? Everybody pay attention. Too hot for clothes. Balls out bowling is back where nudity is required in the bowling lanes.
No.
No, thanks.
Balls out bowling is back.
Unsubscribe.
Everybody's hitting the Jesus from Big Lebowski.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's hitting
I was
that.
like, here was my dilemma. Do I want to click on this link?
No.
And I did. Yes, I did. I found the article. It's $30 to go to this thing.
Where is it located?
I can't remember.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's in Pittsburgh. BMO.
Oh, BMO.
Balls Out Bowling is back for the ultimate bowling experience. Pittsburgh area naturalists are hosting another Balls Out Bowling event where you can bowl in the nude. Balls Out Bowling will be held at the Crafton Ingram Lanes in Pittsburgh, PA on Saturday, July 12th. It's this weekend. It's $30 for a ticket. Women can wear shorts, from what I read. They don't want people taking pictures, though, so you can't bring your phone in.
Well, where are you going to put it? You want pockets.
Dude, how many times have people put their nutsack over that little fan that blows your fingers off? Just walk by that thing and let a fart rip, and it's just like.
What town does BMO live in?
Cranberry,
Pittsburgh.
Mars. Well, no, I think it's Mars. It's in between Cranberry and Mars. He says, yeah, they have a nice get together, good showing. Hey, you can go watch if you want.
You can watch.
Oh, that's across the river, BMO. Right
Come
across
on,
the
dude.
river.
Get us some coverage.
That's like a 20-minute drive from your house, man.
Oh, Balls Out Bowling, dude. Why didn't we think of that? Oh, okay. And the number one thing on the Shambles Meter is the argument of the 100 dudes versus a gorilla. Because some zoos have begun giving visitors glasses printed with sideways-facing eyes to prevent direct eye contact with gorillas. A precautionary step after studies show the gorillas often interpret that as staring as a threat. So you got a bunch of people
Come on, dude.
walking around with glasses on that make them look like they're looking sideways.
Come on, dude.
What?
So this whole 100 guys versus we can't even look a gorilla in the eyes.
Dude, I went to the zoo recently and
Let's go.
we're looking right at him.
Get those glasses Tex has on. Then you don't have to worry about
Nobody'd be seeing anything.
That girl's definitely attacking Tex. He's coming straight at him.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Why? Like, does
Look at
it
that
come
chick in
with?
the back.
Does it come with like a weird smile too? Like, why are these people smiling like that?
I don't know. It's got to be
Bet you
AI.
it's an AI picture.
It's got to be AI. Is this? I don't know if this is real or not. But if this is true, that whole argument of us beating up a gorilla is we don't stand a chance if we can't
Nah.
look it in the eye. Oh gosh, man! Sometimes I look up these things and I just start laughing so hard because I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay. That's all I have for the Shambles meter. Does anybody else have a Shambles meter nominee?
No.
Oh gosh, that was great. Let's play some electric music because I have some quick questions before we do hang the banners. Okay, here we go. Let's do some new segment called Debaterade. Quench your thirst if you were waiting for football. Whatever. Adding to the stage now. I was watching this event on ESPN. I sent everybody the link. I don't know if you looked at it. I don't really care because we're going to talk about it. It's called the VIII. Yes, probably Roman numerals, but it stands for 8. And it asks who the
Which makes sense.
Lamar Jackson's going to trademark the shit out of this thing.
Oh no.
That's why they didn't do the number 8.
Right. That's why they didn't do 8. They didn't want Lamar Jackson breathing down their neck. So anyways, who is the best all-around athlete in the USA? And I was like, well, this is cool. Guys, there is no reason one of us can't compete in this and win. Okay? The display of athleticism I saw when people had to throw the football and to swing a softball bat and to shoot a basketball and to kick a soccer ball, I was like, these are the best athletes in the USA. You're out of your mind. I was like, we got to bring this thing to the forefront, and we got to start competing in this. Okay? Here are the 8 sports. You race against the clock, and basically it's like you chip a golf ball like 20 yards. You hit a softball like 100 feet over the fence. You hit a tennis ball into like a net that's like a 2-foot wide opening from like 10. I think I have the whole thing on here, but there's basketball, football, soccer, strength, and speed. So here is the actual layout. Okay. You start off in the golf area. It's a 24-foot circle, and you hit a pitching wedge into this circle. You just have to get into the circle. It's not who gets it close. Then you go over to the softball area, which is here. Okay. What is that? What does that say? It's 85 feet to the fence. You get 3 balls. You toss them to yourself. You got to hit it over the fence. That's it.
85 feet.
Yes.
That's like getting out of the infield.
Yeah. I would hit that ball to the moon. They wouldn't even be able to put a shot tracer on that thing. I'd hit it so far. Then you go to the tennis area where you hit a tennis ball from 10, 15, and 20 feet into this little net. Then you shoot a basketball from 10, 15, 20 feet. Then you throw a football from 10, 15, 20. And you kick a soccer ball from 10 to 15 to 20 into this little net. And the guy who won it was a guy who did a bunch of like marathons and stuff. So when he went to throw the football, it was comical.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get everybody's thought on
What's the strength? What's the strength?
Oh, the strength over here, you have hold on. Strength is 15-foot shot boundary. You have a 10-pound medicine ball, 15-pound medicine ball, and 20-pound medicine ball. You basically have to throw it over this line, which is like 15 feet.
12 feet.
Yeah. You just got to hurl a medicine ball over that. And then you run and sprint to the finish.
Oh, I can't see that.
Of course you can. Because you got Coke bottle glasses on.
Yes. You got sprint where?
You just sprint. And once you finish the strength area, you sprint through the finish line.
Okay, how fast you got to go?
As fast you're racing against the
it's
clock.
Time,
If you get less,
how fast did he run it in?
4-4.
He did it in like a minute 20.
No, the sprint.
Oh, I don't know. It's a 60-foot. It's like a 60-foot sprint. They weren't the whole thing's timed. You have to beat it. If you get under a minute 20, you get bonus points.
I would dominate it except for tennis.
You could learn how to hit a tennis ball into a net from 15 feet,
If
dude.
I could lob it like grandma style,
Yeah,
underhanded.
Literally,
yeah.
you don't have. Yeah, it's just you basically throw it to yourself and hit it.
Okay, yeah, I got this. When's it
You
coming to
just
Rock
like
Hill?
toss it up and
I
hit it with the racket. You toss it up and you don't. There's no certain way you have to do it. Some jabroni who's the best athlete in the USA threw the football like it was the Big 12 championship. I about came through the screen.
Oh,
It's like you
chest
should be
passed it.
disqualified.
He chest passed it.
Yeah,
He did the old Dr. Pepper challenge.
yeah. He's about to get $100,000 scholarship. I was like, if you're the best athlete in the world in the USA, you can't chest pass a football. I'm sorry. You should be disqualified.
agree.
You're out.
Got to throw a spiral.
Yep. Negative 20 points. You're done. So
When's it coming to Rock Hill?
I don't know. I haven't looked that far into it, but one of
Find
us.
me a date. I'll go in there.
Yes. I think we all should do it. I think we all need to do this. We don't have to practice. You don't have to practice. You just sign up for the thing. Telling me we couldn't go out there. The ones people struggle with were the football and the basketball because they can't throw a football.
I would have thought golf.
No, that little ring you have to hit it into is huge.
Oh,
Huge. It's 24 feet. It's only 40 feet. It's not even what is that? 15-yard shot. And you got to chip it 15 yards into a 24-foot circle. Nothing. I'm just saying. We can do that, right?
For sure.
yeah.
We got to look into that and see when it is.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I sent you the thing.
I'm looking at it.
You send us a lot of things, though.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I do. Okay. Here's a power ranking of modern arcade games that are the absolute worst. I was at a trampoline park this Saturday with my kids. And afterwards, there was an arcade, like a little arcade.
Yeah.
Not Mac Daddy's. And, of course, they go straight to the claw machine. And that's the worst arcade game there is. Does anybody have any rebuttal?
Totally rigged. Yep.
Complete. They got them stuffed in there, too. They got smart about it. They stacked them in there real tight. So
And even if they're spread out, like the claw doesn't have enough, it's not hydraulic or nothing. It's just ran by springs. So it doesn't have enough ass to sit there and grab something and let it go,
Nope. Look, there's some that I was really good at. Mac Daddy's down the road there a little bit. I was pulling them out every time, dude. I was a stuffed animal king. I was making kids' day. I was Oprah in that thing. I was like, you get a spotted llama, you get a tiger, that's my sister-in-law. Making it rain. Any other additions to this? I put the games that you push the coins toward the edge. Nobody ever wins that.
No.
Any motorcycle racing game, those are dumb. You don't get tickets. Virtual reality game, I might as well just puke all over myself. My son wanted me to do that with him one time. I thought I was going to die. Buddy, dude, when I got off of that thing, I thought I was inverted. I had to go lay down. I was like, what is going on?
AK won't let his kids play a game because you don't get tickets for it.
What's the goal, dude? You get to the end and they want that big laser beam at the top. I'm going to say, dude, you got to do skee ball and pop a shot.
How many times have you sit there and said, I know I made more shots than Papa shot?
Yeah.
No, every game.
Yeah. Anything y'all want to add to this?
No, that's about right.
Okay. Tex is in his research. I know we've lost him for a few minutes here. I know he's looking this up. ESPN did the worst cookout. Who would you rather have to your cookout I've ever seen? The last digit of your like is invited to the 4th of July cookout. LeBron James, McDavid, Simone Biles, Jalen Hurts, Paige Buchers, Anthony Edwards, Asia Wilson, Travis Kelce, Trinity Rodman, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that's the chick that was Ben
Dennis
Shelton's
Rodman's daughter.
Okay, so it is Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the worst collection of I don't want any of these people in my Anthony Edwards seems like he would be fun. That's who I would go with. But could they not find a
David?
No, I'd be like, hey, let's play cornhole, and then he'd lose the last match. We'd probably make it all the way to the finals, and we'd lose it we'd lose.
It's in Chattanooga. It's through the Y in Chattanooga.
We're undefeated in Chattanooga.
I was getting ready to say, that's strike up the band. I just wanted to bring this up. Is this not the worst collection of cookout guests you've ever seen?
Yes.
Come on.
I don't think I'd want any of those people at my cookout.
No. No offense to him, but Tex, Edge, any thoughts on this cookout list?
I mean, you definitely don't want Travis Kelce there because he's going to ask if you're vaccinated first before he shows up. And then at some point in time, there's going to be a Taylor Swift song breakout. And, who wants to hear that trash?
Well, Texas family has hazmat suits, so they could have them in
That's
there.
true.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I'd invite Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That dude was high. Dude was high as hell on Good Morning America. He looks like he'd be fun. I couldn't handle Jalen Hurts because I'd be like, I just want to be like, dude, come on.
No, you would get into a lifting competition with him.
Yeah.
We'd be back squatting in the garage.
I bet you'd be cool to hang out with.
Come to my house and squat.
Not as cool as
I
Dak,
got a
but
rack.
still pretty cool.
You were doing shrugs with that weight, weren't you? You know, J-Vi's in there just he's hitting the water. He's hitting the water sprinkler in the shrug.
Does it look like I was hitting shrugs with that weight?
Right there, look like a king cobra out there.
He was hitting with the.
I need a pump.
Oh, okay. There's a big debate going around now on the internet, boys, that we have to weigh in on. Who would you rather have, Jalen Hurts or Cam Newton? Everybody is somehow Cam Newton has forced his
Jalen
way
Hurts.
back into the media by just speaking all kinds of nonsense per usual. And now the argument has shown up. Would you rather have Jalen Hurts or Cam Newton? Tex,
Jalen Hurts.
please elaborate. You can't just. Why would you choose Jalen Hurts?
Because he's got a Super Bowl. Can't deny that.
Okay.
His teammates respond to him pretty well. I don't feel like Cam Newton had good huddle command. And Jalen Hurts is a football guy, man. I think he's more of a football guy than Cam.
As much as people hate the tush push, it's just like, I'm a quarterback that squats 600 pounds. I'm coming right at you. Stop me. And you can't.
Yeah, and he's not 6'5", 6'6", 250 pounds. He's doing it through pure grit and determination.
Yep.
Football guy.
J-Bob.
I think too. Yeah, I'd pick Jalen Hurts too, but I think for my reason, just based off of things of things you've heard about Cam, like Tex was saying with the locker room, or even film study and all that stuff, and things that I've actually seen with Jalen Hurts. It's like you might like him or not like him for whatever reasons, but I think he truly wants to be a good football player. Like, he wants to be better. He wants to learn stuff. He wants to do the right things. Where Cam was about Cam.
Yep.
He was
Yeah,
naturally
spotlight on Cam.
He was naturally better than everybody because he was 6'5" athletic quarterback that touched the ball every play. But I don't know that Cam hit his full potential. As scary as that sounds.
No.
Absolutely not. He left a lot of
We've
meat on
all
the
heard
table.
stories about what he, the film watching and the preparation and the wasn't
Throwing
where it
mechanics.
should have been. Yeah. But he still goes around like, I got a segment later about him. Like, dude's just telling everybody he has all the accolades. Like, he doesn't have to listen to anybody. It's like, that's why you're out of the league. Dude, you probably how old is he?
He's our age.
I mean, if Joe Flacco's still playing, dude, there's no reason you shouldn't still be playing.
Yeah.
Because you're way more athletic than Joe Flacco. Like, why can't you play? Oh,
well,
his
he's
shoulder.
more beat up too.
I don't believe that.
The shoulder was the excuse for the inaccuracy.
Yeah. Yeah. So when he was being inaccurate after we said he was inaccurate forever, they finally were like, oh yeah, his shoulder was hurt, so he was inaccurate. And then he wasn't inaccurate afterward, and then they had an alibi for it. Edge, Hurts or Cam Newton?
100% Hurts.
Wow.
Can't stand Cam Newton. I mean, he's just too loud. He's, got all the hair going all crazy sideways and tries to come out with a new hat every week. Just shut up and play ball.
New hat.
Hey, people get really defensive about this. They're like, Jalen Hurts
What
hasn't
are
been an MVP. He hasn't been this, and he doesn't have the one season that Cam had that was outrageous. Like that's what everybody still falls back on. Like if you take that out, he's
Yeah,
like an average.
but go back and look at that schedule. They won some of those games like 13-10 because their
that defense
defense
was no
was
joke.
so good that year.
And J.U.Y.S said it good. Is like the NFL will figure you out. So right now, Jalen Hurts has 2 Super Bowls and 3 altogether Super Bowl appearances, right?
No, he has 2 appearances, 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, still, that's still better than Cam Newton because Cam Newton never won one. I don't think, did he?
No, he played in one, and that was the whole reason that.
So, again, I hate to say it, but it's hard to get into the Hall of Fame unless you got a ring.
Yep.
And automatically, don't get me wrong. I like swagger. I like cockiness. I think there's a time and place for it. But when it's just in your face constantly, nonstop, and 3/4 of the crap that comes out of your mouth is a load of shit, then no, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to hear it. So sorry about it.
This is like my worst nightmare because I don't like something I like. I don't know something I don't like. Jalen Hurts. It's just I think he had a lot of help this year too. But when they needed him, he did throw the football well.
How about this? Take Cam Newton out of the picture, put Gardner Minshew. Who would you pick between those two?
What are we doing? Playing football or?
You can respond to life in 2 ways.
To take Jalen Hurts out, put Brock Purdy in there. Who are you taking?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh my gosh, dude! One time they played, they got throttled.
I mean, Gardner Minshew is like never won anything. Is constantly just grinding. He's one of the guys, So I would rather have him than loud ass Cam. That's my point.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw this in there because 9 Sundays away. Look at this slate, dude. Ravens, Bills, Sunday night game.
That's right.
Divisional matchups, round 1, 2, the Niners and the Seahawks, the Lions and the Packers. Steelers, Jets. Where are the Cowboys? They play on Monday night? Probably. I bet you they play Monday
Thursday.
night.
Thursday game.
Thursday. Oh, that's right. They play the Eagles. Oh, look, it's back, boys. It's back. Secondly, another football news. Notre Dame's 2025 and 2026 recruiting classes now include the sons of Jerome Bettis, Larry Fitzgerald, Jermichael Finley, Plaxico Burress, Thomas Davis.
Oh, boy.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's hitting in the fields, boys. So, anything else before we hang some banners?
Plaxico Burress.
Plaxico Burress, yep. Dude, that YMCA 8 games. Shout out Lamar Jackson. Don't sue us. We can do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's hang some banners real quick.
Oh, sorry.
You did it! Congratulations!
Okay, let's hang some banners. Who wants to go first? I have mine ready to go.
Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right, let me tee us up here. I'm going to hang the banner for bullets. This guy started microdosing himself with bullets. He started microdosing himself by shooting himself in the leg with 17 caliber pellets. After 2 months, they stopped breaking the skin, so he's moved up to 22 caliber pellets. His goal is to work up by 22 long range by the end of the year. And then
Long
one day
rifle.
he can get
Rifle.
long rifle, sorry. And then 22, I don't know what that is. Is it possible? Can he become bulletproof?
No. It's the dumbest thing on the internet right now.
I think he's going to end it with the 22 long rifle. He's going to shoot.
First of all,
I
probably got a heavy dose of lead poisoning right now after shooting yourself with pellets. And then he wants to, I can already tell. I agree with Tex. He's going to clip an artery with a 22, and he's like, well, that didn't last long.
God.
This is the perfect hang the banner because I knew you two would start to make you so mad.
Also, Edgman, tell me you're not a gun guy without telling me you're not a gun guy.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I wasn't about to. I didn't know anything about that.
22 long range.
Oh,
I didn't claim to be a gun guy. I just thought this was hilarious. This guy's trying to make himself
That's
bulletproof.
hilarious.
So I have another
This
one.
is why, kids, you don't do drugs.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I have another one. I don't know how many I have, but
Go ahead.
have
Let me
some.
see this next one because this.
You want to see the next one?
Yes.
It was to Cam Newton because
Here we go. What did we just say?
everything he goes, even in active district, he was mad about people stomping on his jersey at one of the flag football games.
I love the spin zone, though. I love the spin
He
zone.
said even in the act of disrespect, there's a certain level of respect. This guy is trying to be a walking fortune cookie, and he makes everything back to how he has all the accolades, and you need to respect him. He every time, and here he goes. He went out and said he's trying to call Jaden Daniels a one-hit wonder, just like RG3. He can't help himself. What? I got to hang the banner for him because every time he gets in front of the camera, he makes sure you know how good he thought he was and how nobody else has the accolades he has. Yet he didn't win anything. So,
I think he's Jerry Jones and everybody. Just saying some crazy stuff, doing crazy things to stay in the
Stay in the
Stay
news.
in the news.
And then my last one was hang the banner for this guy who did the Bush push,
Yes.
where it's just he just made an offensive line, basically a wishbone formation almost, or the full house backfield with just Bush beers, and calls it the Bush push. So shout
What's
out
the
to
green one?
I don't know.
I was trying to figure out the flavors
Hold
were
on.
here.
Bush apple.
It looks like lime.
Gross.
It's like a bush lime.
Are Bush apples
So,
good?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Apparently they are because they're really popular. So
Yeah, people
they,
like them.
They must
But
be.
I think people like telling people they're drinking bush apple.
Men don't fruit their beer.
That's right.
That's all my hang the banners.
Well, my original hang the banner was to the Boy Scout kid
Start selling art.
that got Edge really good to start off the day. But I'm gonna hang the banners for the wives for allowing me and Edge to get the way we got. And they're still married to us. We had a good time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Was J.V.I. Were you out there on the beach trip with us when J.V.I. was one-legged it on the beach?
3-legging it.
One leg in it.
One leg
Was he-
stopped working.
Was he there?
I don't think so. Nah, I was not there. Not that far.
Hey, hang the banner.
Tex, you got anything?
Time out. I'm going to hang the banner for USA Soccer. Finishing second. Actually, I'm how daring you being happy about second.
Tell him.
And I'm hanging the banner for all the loser talk. This is not how we wanted to go out. This is not how we want to go out in second place and call it a moral
Another
victory.
time.
Nope.
Another time we could have
No moral
captured the
victories.
nation, unified the nation. Nope. Idiots.
Didn't even start a fight. Not one single fight out there on the hockey
On the pitch.
the soccer field, the soccer
On the
pitch.
pitch. Edge.
I'm gonna hang the banner for J.V.I.'s wife trying to step in a water fight, and I understand she had to protect her turf and her driveway and everything, but she learned her lesson really quick. There's certain things you just need to stay out of.
Dude, after a couple pops, Edge went like he was back in Iraq. Dude, he was like loaded down, scoping.
Dude, you could see the way he had that thing. That thing didn't move.
Dude,
That water gun didn't move an inch, dude. He was walking and moving and changing levels, but that sight line didn't move at all.
No, it did. I was dying laughing.
J.V.I. started it though. Don't let him fool you. Like he
Of course
said
he-
some
oh.
things. He threw the bait out there.
I poked the bear.
Yeah, and I said target acquired. Game over. Hey, but real talk though, hang the banner for all the 4th of July parades. Because, I mean, if that's not the most American thing that you can do is go smash beers, watch a bunch of parades, and then go get on the water somewhere or close to the water, tailgate. You know, that's the most American thing in the world. So
Yes.
Yeah, next year's 250.
I know.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
everybody's
started
got
out
a
right
squat
too because I'd been up early in the morning, like setting up all the float or the blow up stuff and slip and slide and everything. And Ed showed up, and he could probably tell I was like stressed out. So he goes, "You want a shotgun a beer?" I was like, "Let's go, dude!"
it's a race.
Popped one open, start today while we were outside before they went in.
Hey, next year for 250 America 250, everybody's got a bench 250 or squat 250.
Nice.
Easy.
You know
Easy.
what I'm
My
saying?
house.
You want to? Do it at my house.
Yeah, right. You wait to invite us until July.
Well, no, I'm not.
3rd.
I don't want to invite it because we all have kids, and I don't want to be like, "Hey, come drive."
You have to
schools.
invite us months in advance because
Well, then I'm telling you right now, it's on the record.
Can't invite us on the 3rd.
I'm telling you right now, it's on the record. Also, this guy said he's just quitting the entire year. This receiver from UTSA to prepare for the NFL draft. This is where we've reached in sports. Crazy. He's just going to sit out the whole year.
Wow. That's ballsy.
Yeah. Hard decision to make. I'll be passing this season by to train and prepare for pro day. Dude, and you read the comments on all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Good luck." I'd be like, "Dude, get out of here. Take UTSA out of your."
Did he get kicked out of the team though?
Maybe, I don't know.
There's got to be something, dude. It's way too early for that.
What are his legit chances? And I say this with all due respect to UTSA, but what are his legit chances getting drafted playing at UTSA?
I don't know. He's going to train all year for it, though. So, I mean, usually the best way to train to play football is to play football.
He'll probably get a hammy a couple weeks before pro day.
Right.
Too.
And here's the issue, guys. This is why all these jabronis get hurt, because they don't actually do what the sport requires you to do. They do a bunch of stuff of them acting like they're doing what the sport requires you to do.
I think he'll be a great candidate for a Canadian Football League.
Yeah. And then we'll beat you in our USA football Super Bowl against Mexico/Canada. And we'll finally get our gold back. That's episode 264. Podcast will be a lot of people piled in here late, so go back and watch the beginning of the show and check out the podcast. Will be out tomorrow, and then check out all of our socials where all of our clips and our shorts and that sort of thing are. And then if you want to argue with us, you can do it there, because we don't shy away from an argument. Even if we're wrong, it doesn't matter. We don't care. Anyways. Wait, did you play that?
Yeah.
There we go. Hit it. Go Niners.
Yeah.